trying to fix this fucking thing, dude. Why is it doing that, bro? I'm gonna fucking get pissed. I'm about to get fucking pissed. I drag out this giant fucking stupid fucking giant ass fucking stupid bitch fucking. Oh shit, what the fuck?
5 WPM ass typer.
Now my car's gonna get fucking broken into. Now I'm fucked.
What is this package Stomper is asking for? Making your ass drive to laugh, or him forgetting some shit, huh?
Is that AXN? Yeah, it is. Dude, like, I don't understand. Shit makes no sense why it's so fucking rat shit.
What's good, Hamey?
You have the brightness down too low, you're recording? No, I don't. Okay.
Where's my pen, dude?
Watch this clip. This is how you sound from hitting Rove pens daily.
That's insane, bro. Yeah, that lady, I could not show it. I didn't even have enough fucking... I couldn't even get it fucking on the front of my pocket in time. But she was 100% dead. I mean, she was not moving, and there was just blood everywhere. I mean, they obviously... Oh, fuck! Oh, it's going fucking...
What the fuck?
down there, dude. Fuck. We chose the wrong side. Holy shit.
Nah,
My
bro.
car's down there.
There's no TJ Warzone, dude.
Sentry cam?
Yeah, bro. You
Okay, hang
definitely
on.
did.
I'll check it. Yeah, my shit's probably getting fucked. How how the fuck do you choose the wrong side? Because they pushed us back this way. You hear him? Hold.
Should ask the cop for.
I don't know. It's instantly fucking going down to.
That's crazy.
You're in pursuit of the shooter's car. Oh shit. Oh, they are. I think they are in pursuit of it. Oh my god, he's got the big gun. Oh shit.
Get out the way!
Yeah, they're leaving to go help the pursuit. So they have the guy that fucking shot. Now they're all gonna start leaving probably. Oh yeah, here they all go. Because now they have the guy in pursuit.
Gotta be careful at the back.
And we gotta go to the pursuit now. I gotta get to the other side, bro. I don't know if they'll let me. The reason why it was fucking. What the fuck?
Crazy night, dude.
Damn, you alright? The reason why I have fucking terrible fucking service is because it's fucking. It's AT&T.
Can we go? Can we go?
I don't know. You could try. I don't. You could ask him, but
Our car is that way.
you have to ask them.
Can you call him first? I can see my head. Just not on the way. You're not in the same spot. Excuse me.
Yo. What? You're behind me?
Excuse me. Can I go there with my car this way? Can I go this way?
They're pointing guns at you? What the fuck? Sal, they say they're pointing guns at Sal. Wait, are you behind me? I'll come meet up with you. Take me back to my car.
Oh, yeah, they're pointing the guns at me.
No, you can't.
The cops are?
Cars aren't gonna be moving for a while.
No. It's all the way over there. Like,
Are you behind me?
Yeah, I'm behind your car, yeah.
Oh, you're behind my car?
Yeah, dude, they just told me to get on my car and fucking walk over here.
You have to get out of your car now?
Yeah.
Oh my god. You're
Well,
behind my
imagine
car. I'm
tuning
trying to
into
get to my
self-made
car.
for the angle.
But I'm stuck on the other side.
They said Saul, but they said Sal. I don't know who the fuck Sal
Dude, get out of the
is.
car, bro. They're gonna shoot your ass.
I know. I'm already at the intersection.
Is that
All right,
that guy
I'm
shooting?
gonna try to make my way over there.
You're on the other side?
I'm on the other side, yeah.
Yeah, I parked right behind your car, and then they all flashed the lights on me, and they told me to get out. They're pointing the guns at me, dude.
Oh shit. All
What is
right, I'm
it?
coming.
Do you guys know the channel?
No, I need that motherfucker 3 houses down. That pulling up that Glock right here, fucking hit me in the y'all niggas not moving or nothing.
Nega self-made stays in the car. Connor always wins. Hito not even close to being on scene.
The reason why I have
Fake
fucking
ass
terrible fucking
Batman.
service here is because my AT&T has one bar. Dude, how the fuck am I supposed to get down there, bro? My AT&T has one bar, and my T-Mobile has full bars. Citrus said 50 subs to go. I'm checking maps to see how the fucking I can get to the other side. Sorry. You're good. How can I get to the other side?
Does Uber or Selves KPP pay more?
Bro, how should I know?
I'm gonna have to walk. Oh, there goes my fucking camera. GG.
No, bro. What the fuck?
And now my camera's probably broken.
Ha!
Jesus fucking Christ.
How does that even happen?
This is such a shit show. Camera error, turn the power off and then back on. Yep, GG. It's
GG.
broken.
Bro. Bro, what the fuck?
Jesus.
That sucks. How the fuck did it fall? Oh, the fucking tape, dude. And he hit the
there
fucking
goes-
camera. Boop. Yeah.
It's my fucking camera. GG.
Fuck. To LAPD. Man, I wonder if they clipped it. Rip camera, yeah, there we go. GG. That sucks. The camera is GG, bro. Full moon curse, dude.
Nice view. Shut up.
Don't worry, Connors.
Far. That's far better return of investment. Seems fortune favors the bold.
What do you mean? Bro, what's up with all these fucking people scamming other fucking people's shit?
Are they still chasing him? Anyone know? Missing the content? Well, I need to get to down.
Yeah, I forgot what I did this. I was like, I don't know. What was I gonna say? Nigga, I'm cooked. I think I came home. I was tired.
It's literally what hitting Rove daily has done to your brain.
Literally. Bro, literally, I'm tired, bro. You know how long I've been up and streaming, nigga? I've been up for like 24 hours now. Cause fucking...
Oh, don't pay to get out of the
you.
car and film.
I've actually been up for 24 hours. And I've been streaming them for majority of it, but just on different platforms. Alternating between different ones and all of them. Right now I'm live on everything. I'm like Rumble, YouTube. Let's see, I think should work.
And now my camera's probably broken. Oh god. I see people walking down there. Oh fuck. Oh god. There's people down there.
Nigga, I've been eating Oreo
Oh no.
Ice cream sandwiches.
That's for
burgers,
police
this
escort,
shit ain't
dude.
Easy,
Oh,
bro.
no.
I am tired.
Oh no. Oh no. Chopper's coming back.
Racist.
Are they still in pursuit? Because here comes the chopper right here. Is he coming back?
Coming to save your ass.
They have a suspect? Oh, so maybe he just came back here now to help out with the shit?
Go to last week clips and click on
Imagine I
clips
get called out on
titled
this
Average Harmon Stream. Literal recap of your streams. You're welcome.
Work on cardio. This is a light jog. Dude, I'm holding a phone. I have fucking 20 pounds of camera equipment in my right hand. I have a phone in that pocket, a phone in that pocket, a charger in that pocket. Dude, and a belt that isn't very fucking tight. My pants are fucking falling down. I'm in the middle of not the fucking best fucking neighborhood. Swear to God, if my car's in the crime scene, I parked far back on purpose. You sent me an Addy? Fuck, dude. Hope my camera's not completely fucked. It wouldn't turn on. You're gonna get robbed? I know. Oh my God, my car's in the crime scene. Oh my God. There's no way. My car's in the fucking crime scene. It's behind the tape. Are we fucking serious, dude?
Summon it, dude.
I parked so far back on purpose. Oh my God. There's no way. I told you again.
I imagine self-made isn't nowhere near balling. Probably
He might-
making the
he might
most
let me
right
leave
now
it.
like a full-time minimum wage job,
Gotta
if
be
that.
cool.
But it works for him because he don't pay rent. So he living comfy.
I mean, they're just standing right next to it. Oh, they're making him leave his car too. Oh wait, I wonder if Sal's also trapped. They probably are. No way. No way. Any chance I can leave or no? The Tesla? Okay, thank you. Thank you. Man, I even parked super far back on purpose, dude.
Yeah, hey man, yeah.
Shit.
If you see the line coming towards you, man, that means everything's gonna get shut down behind the line. So if you see a line coming towards you, boy, just go ahead and move your car.
I mean, there was like no one here yet. That's why when I got here,
Oh, okay.
yeah, there was like no one here sitting, and it was like way up there. I was like, I'm parked back far enough. Damn.
When I got here, I heard the shots coming from right there.
Really?
I was coming right here and over there.
Was it crazy right here when you got here?
Crazy. They were pushing over here and then they were shining the lights on me. Get out your car, like, hands up.
Really?
And I just told them, no, I just got here. And they're like, oh, well, you have to get out of here.
Why didn't you leave?
Huh?
Why didn't you leave? You.
Me? No, it's because
Why'd you park behind my car?
I got out to see what was happening. I walked up.
Me got demoted to the back seat too. Big Daddy Goose got shotgun now, cock.
Dude, I dropped my fucking camera, dude. Yeah, I was fucking right next to you. I was getting ready. I was on the way to.
Look, I was on the freeway. I saw it happen. It shows blood, so I don't know if you can show it.
Yeah, I was on the way to you, and then.
Oh, it was right here. The guy was like, fuck, what is it? Where you look?
I show it or no? Is it bad?
Well, look at it first.
Oh, damn. Oh, yeah, he might be dead. I mean, he's moving a little bit.
Look. The fucking motorcycle was in the car.
Was he on the motorcycle?
Yeah. Look at the motorcycle.
Oh my god. Holy shit.
That shit happened right in front of me.
Post it in Discord? Yeah, you can post it in Discord. If you want. Can you hold this shit really fast? I dented it.
Oh God, this shit sad as fuck.
That's what happened there?
You dropped it?
Yeah,
Real bad?
I mean, you could tell, right? Look right there. You see how it's like flat? Right there it fell. I mean, it still works fine, but...
What the fuck was he showing?
Dude, this is like...
Is that him?
Oh God, this shit sad as fuck.
What the fuck? What?
Yeah,
Showing
yeah,
him?
for sure. I was right there.
That's crazy.
You sent me a DM. Well, we can't even fucking leave yet. So they said they would try to see what they can do, but...
Dude, another page. What the fuck?
The race is good?
Oh, I just went to one spot, but then after that, like it was hella CHP. There was one behind me and
Except
everything,
Niga
but
made Stomper.
they pulled
And
people
him
over.
walk after Sigil Cult meetup because he
And,
was
the
too
next day he
cheap
was,
to
like,
pay
really
for
far,
a
so
ride,
it wasn't
but
worth it.
had no problem getting Waymo for Xena.
Look. This was leaving the first spot.
Oh, they're pulling people over
Yeah.
from the shit?
And then there's a CHP following the crowd. So yeah, I feel like it was good that you didn't go.
Why?
It was also kind of dead.
It was dead?
Like last time it was pretty packed.
Pretty dead this time,
But
though?
yeah, it was pretty dead.
I mean, surely they can let us go, right? Where was the girl shot at? Fucking down there when we first got here.
Tell you, thick, black.
But I'm saying, if I'm right here when all the shit is done, y'all gonna tow my shit or y'all
They want, I mean, it's the same shit. Their cars are in here. You know what's crazy, bro? Is I almost parked right there. And then I was like, nah, we're way far back. Surely I'm good right here. And then I'm not. But why they set up the second tape? There's tape up right there, and then there's a secondary tape right here.
Holy shit, dude, I had guns pointed at us.
They told you to get out and shit?
Yeah, like the flashlights. Get up with your hands up. And I was like, I just got here.
Yeah, I was on the way to your thing, and then the second I was getting ready to turn off on that exit off Century, it came out that there was a gunshot wound to a head of a female, not conscious, not breathing. Officer needs help. I'm like, fuck, I was like 5 minutes away from this. I was like, fuck, I'm going to this instead.
Did you get anything?
I couldn't show. I mean, I saw her on the stretcher. They took her, but she was fucked. It didn't look like she was. I mean, and they were like shooting. It was just like a big fucking like riot. There was only like 3 cops here. He needs a self-driving car. Bro, I'm pissed, dude. The fucking lens is dented, bro. Fuck.
That's a new tripod?
Yeah, well, it's not really a tripod. It's like a monopod type thing. Just has a stand on it. But I still like need to be holding it, but I was moving the tape for an officer, and as I was moving the tape, it just.
2K lens gone. Fuck, no way the lens costs that much.
2K lens gone. I mean, it still works fine. It's just the fucking.
No way the lens
can
is
see,
that
like,
expensive.
On the side right there, see? It's like not perfectly round.
Somebody just got killed and y'all still out here on this drunk shit? No. Well, let's get on the scooter.
No way a lens is that pricey.
Duh. That's crazy. I didn't know lenses are that pricey, bro. That's nuts.
Bro, if they're... See, now we're not getting our shit
Today
out.
was
We're not
the
getting
final evidence that as
Probably
long
not,
as
dude.
Stomper smokes weed,
Bro,
he will be
2K's
cooked.
a cheap
Bro was
ass
sober
lens.
and he was helping organize the
What
house,
the fuck?
being productive at new apartment. Today he got weed and bro fell asleep at home, not doing shit.
Chill out a bit.
Nah, but I'm saying now they're not gonna let us fucking... Because they've been...
Some
fucking
lens
on it,
cost
dude.
20K. That's overkill.
Oh, and they were looking in your car.
You're looking at my car?
Yeah, like twice.
Niga the lens is the most expensive accessory.
I didn't know that. I thought the lens was like the fucking... So you can have a cheap ass camera and then have 2K lens?
Call. Zerx, my car is right there, buddy. I can't.
I'm like, no way, damn. That camera's crazy. Mogged, cam mogged. I wonder what's the difference between the camera and shit. Camera mogged. Forgot a whole news fucking station.
Sell your first to the news? Nah.
Niga the lens is what gives you the most out of your camera.
Really?
I'm not expert, but yeah, it's the cherry on top that elevates your shit.
Bro, I
Those
thought...
so vibes of Mama Variety immaculate. Dub, step, Uber, so over it.
What I was gonna say is, I thought it was all about the fucking sensor and the lens. Well, I mean, well, not the lens. I meant the fucking, just the sensor, like the size of the sensor and like type of sensor. I thought the lens didn't matter that much. Let's see. I don't want to look this shit up right now. But yeah, I'll look it up later.
more road up there where it happened, right? It happened on 104 and fucking, what was it, Wilmington? What are we on? Yeah, Wilmington. Happened on 104, right? So I could have easily kept going up even more, but I was like, I'm gonna stop on 103. Pulled up.
Look up.
They're still like looking for shit. That's probably why.
Lens
Like looking in cars
versus,
and shit. Try the I know Aiden Ross method. Can't do that.
what is that shit called? Here, let me look it up.
Yeah. Yeah. Me?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, but
Sensors got.
oh.
Steven wants to night crawl, scoop him pie.
No, dude. Let's see. What is this shit called?
You can make a U-turn if you need to and head off.
Front camera parts. What the fuck's the exact name of the sensor? And then the size of the sensor. This. We'll look at photography lingo.
What the fuck is Sal doing?
Megapixels.
What are you doing? He said go out that way? Okay, yeah, go.
The sensor. Okay. 1.3x sensor. Smaller, 35mm.
Thank you. Sheesh. Pull into the Burger King. Is it locked up? Oh my god. Why the fuck is the Burger King gated?
Sorry, just called
Seriously?
I feel like there's like better like.
The fuck?
Fuck.
Surely even get in this way, right?
I feel
No
like when I
way.
fucked up these videos, there's like
They
better
have it
names.
gated off? Oh my
I
god.
don't know who to watch.
That's how you. Oh my god, bro. We can't even pull into a parking lot. Jesus.
What's the video about it? It was this video.
Alright, so I decided to try something. I broke out every single iPhone generation from 1 to 7 were interesting. I did this with a couple of people, always far and away the better and better for regular photos, right? Because they were bad, of course, when it first started. The first iPhone camera was almost no video recording. It would take quick high-cover phones year over year. It would be a legitimate selling point that a camera on a new generation of phone is way better than the year before. A bit bigger and bigger. How much phone you dramatic improving in pixel peak a little bit. The iPhone is like, if you're a photographer, you probably already quickly noticed that the 17 has a larger sensor. That's why the background's a little bit more blurred while the 11 has more in focus. But generally for most people, they both look fine. And basically any phone from the past 5 years can take a perfect.
Let me see, is there a video between like lens versus sensors? Let me see.
Photographers are like mailmen. They don't actually have jobs. They can often be seen returning packages.
Because honestly, I always thought about it's about the sensor, you know, not about the lens. And the only reason I'm saying this, and I would say is a lot, it would really prove it a lot to back it up with. Look at cell phone cameras. Like, they don't really.
Dogs hate them. Doesn't mean if 5 of them came to me for help, I wouldn't help them. Come on.
All I want is the perfect camera. All I want is the perfect camera.
So we're on the Panasonic G9 II with the Leica 9mm. I'm gonna switch each question, one to the 12mm, and then black magic on both of these lenses and see if the cinema is ours, and then maybe a full frame at the end to blow them all away, huh? Not good content. Wouldn't this be the smallest possible wildlife setup? Panasonic G100 with the 100 and 300. Oh, I get it much better. Mark II. This lens is better than the Olympus 75 to 300. No lens is better than that lens. G100 has 120p. Yay. Also, kind of neat fast motion mode. No, you lost me. No. Actually, it's not the lightest. I found something even lighter. It's the OM system, OM5, with the 75 to 300 that you hate so much. It's slightly lighter at 837 grams versus your hefty obesity setup. It's 872 grams. As if anybody could even hold that thing in the air. Yeah, obviously you'd have a pretty light setup, but what I want to convey here is lightness is not always the best thing. Like, okay, this is the lightest possible. The Fuji XS20 with the 70 to 300 would blow both those out of the water with a missile, heat-seeking. It's like, it's still very light at 1,071 grams. That's super light. So like, yes, of course, your other ones are lighter, but they don't do as much. This one's like autofocusing in 240 frames per second, whereas your other guys are single autofocus or manual in 120. Half the frame rates and no autofocus. The Stabe, I don't know, man, your G100 has no IBIS, and then my OM5 has IBIS but no lens Stabe. Fuji will sync to your heart's content. It's very stable, unless you move. Don't move. But just because you can find some gimmick setup like a Canon, the R100, the worst camera ever made, plus like the RF 100 to 400 or something, like that's probably lighter than all of them. It would suck. Have some dignity, you loser, like me hiding the microphone out of the shot to get the best audio. We're moving on from you, and I'm switching to the Leica 12mm now. 9mm, not bad. How's the autofocus? That wasn't your question. 12mm, 21.4. Oh man, I definitely used to have this lens. Why did I sell it? I'm so sorry, Marcus Picks. But we get it back now at a loan. But if it impresses me enough, I might buy. If Panasonic puts phase detect autofocus in their Micro Four Thirds line, would you consider switching back? Maybe for cheap anamorphic lens op. Those are manual only. Oh God, how did you get let out of your cage? Look, that is the situation we're actually facing. G9 II now has phase detect. Am I switching? Well, here's the deal. It's weird because I haven't actually reviewed this yet. Even though I've already released my review for you, I'm in the initial testing phases. I've made a vlog on my Vegetable Police channel with it, testing all the stuff. What can I do with autofocus? What works? What doesn't? And so like now, I'm seeing it. So far from what I've seen, it's pretty good. It's better than the GH6 was, but we still don't do autofocus in 240p or 300. That's like a deal breaker for me, man, because I would get something like this for a travel option So I'm like vlogging, and then I do my slow motion street videography of the city. So like on paper, it's so good. I just don't understand why they don't have the phase detect in the super slow-mo. Super annoying. So we've already been over that most likely in my review, and I've yelled at them hard enough. But like, it's okay. But as we'll see, if you're doing like a vlogging plus wildlife setup, it's not the lightest lens I've ever seen. When I was told about the G9 II's existence, I was just reviewing the Fuji XS20 at the time, and I thought, Panasonic, way better stabilization. Can they do the autofocus in slow-mo? Ah. So that's like kind of a deal breaker, but the Fuji is so unstable. I thought it was the optical stab fighting with the IBIS. It wasn't, because I did a whole test. Do you want to see it now? Okay, Fuji, you have one last shot. We're at Aiden camera. They let us test a little 14mm 2.8. If there's one gust of wind, this will be a voiceover, but I wanted to see if a non-stabilized lens was somewhat doable.
No, I just wanted to see about sensor versus lens. Because, like, motherfuckers are telling me that the lens is the most expensive part of the camera. So I'm like, why? I thought it was all about the sensor. Because I thought the sensor is what lets in the lighting and the clarity. But I guess that's something like I'm thinking about like phones. I don't really know much about like cameras. So I guess I would have to look up more shit. So, I don't know, me.
Yeah, I would assume sensor too.
I mean, because that's what's been upgraded the most on cell phones, like the past couple of years. That's what's like made phones like quality, like way higher and better. Like the sensors being upgraded, like not the lens necessarily, you know? What do I know?
We're in classic night. I'm in the shade. There's a pigeon.
Kind of almost feels like the lens might be like it might be like the watch. It might be like the watchmaker's thing for like a camera, or like a watch collector's thing for like a camera. Like if that makes sense, you know. Like I don't know. Maybe I'll have to look up more shit about lens. Camera lenses explain what every beginner needs to know. Interesting.
Not gonna lie to you. This is about to get exciting. It's coming right here. Yeah. Oh boy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, that's not good content. Just move along. Is it stable? Now I'm in focus. How dare you? Bright sun. Oh, I should have been an F-log. A lot of shadows on the face on that one. So if it's more stable,
Bro, you got Chat GPT or Grok. This is an easy
Nope.
ass. Find it ain't that deep.
Tripod, warpy stuff fixed. That guy almost killed me. That could have been a camera conspiracies first. Wow, I used to have this lens.
I feel like all I ever really see is that lens just give you different face sizes. That's all I see. Like it like morphs how like the picture looks around. I just wonder what the fuck's the natural camera lens then? What takes the most accurate picture if the lens distort your features or if they make your face wider, smaller, you know? Cause like I've seen those things where like people like this. I've also seen other ones where like, yeah, oh, this is what, oh, you might look bad in this fucking lens, but you might need to take them in a different lens size and you look fine or some shit. Like I don't know. Is full frame better than crop sensor? I don't know, dude. I don't know shit about this. Crop sensor measures the truth. Big versus small sensors in the real world. This video's old. Yeah.
Damn, where's she at? Where's she at? Your baby mama ain't even post a single. Damn.
That guy's camera is like 15K up front from that guy. The one that Connor's got? Or the one I was watching? Dude, if Connor's camera costs 15K, that sucks. And he dropped that shit? Like, what the fuck? That's crazy. Yeah, because I've seen cameras go anywhere from like a couple $100 to like $1,000 to $5,000. And that kind of sucks that like the lens is like some whole nother fucking cash grab from the fucking camera industry. Like, bro, that's brutal. I'm like, why are lenses expensive? Has to be a money grab. It literally has to be a money grab. Without fucking doubt, bro. Maybe you should start selling lenses.
These are all 50mm lenses,
Coffee
but
order with
this
Grok was funny as fuck. I'm surprised it didn't start cursing.
Because I told it not to.
one only costs $50 and this one costs over 2,000. So is the cheap one bad or missing any really important features? Not really, apart from one catch that we'll get to later. So, what is...
Fucking knew it's a fucking money grab scam. For fucking retards.
What is it then that makes this lens so much more expensive and bigger? And more importantly, do you need an expensive lens for the sorts of photography that you do?
Let's probably fucking down.
You could make whole ass videos with those segments, letting I order me coffee and similar shit.
Right, and then post it up on TikTok or YouTube and all that shit. Yeah, this for sure is a fucking money grab without a fucking doubt. I just feel it.
Let's find out, and at the end, I'll give you some concrete recommendations based on your style and your gear. And as always, everything I'm talking about in this video will be linked in the description if you want to learn more. Right below, a link to download one of my old zines for free, if you're interested. I've had one of these little nifty 50s in some form, basically forever. They're legendary, and a lot of photographers have a soft spot for them since they're really common to have as a first ever lens. And it's not hard to see why. This thing is teeny weeny. Huh? Sorry, this thing is perfectly adequately sized.
Long lenses are more for the zoom to capture something from far with good quality.
It's all fucking telescope. It's just a fucking telescope gimmick that they charge you 2K for with. Can't you just fucking attach a fucking binoculars to that shit? Binoculars see fucking clearly from super far away, and they're like 20, 30, 50, $60. It's a grift, dude.
It's light, it's cheap, and you know what? It looks good, just like you look good. And you should subscribe so that we can hang out, talk about lenses more often. I think with so many options that are so much more expensive than this lens, it's easy to lie to yourself and say, well, this one must be a bit rubbish then. It isn't. Guess what?
Yeah, they were in the size of binoculars, bro. They definitely have a binocular effect. Like, maybe there's a lot of engineering to keep the focal length and everything. Like, fucking... Bro, this is a scam.
I've shot some of my favorite photos ever on this lens, and I've never had a problem with it. In fact, my most successful photo post on Instagram of all time was entirely shot on this lens. But it isn't perfect, and since this design actually dates back to the 1980s, there's definitely some room for improvement. Sure, it does open up to f1.8, but if you do that, you lose a lot of clarity and contrast. At around an f5.6, it looks really great, and that's usually where I like to be anyway. I know this really doesn't matter, but I have such a soft spot for this era of coatings. I just think they're so pretty. It also works on every single Nikon camera I own, from film bodies like the Nikon F3 to DSLRs like the D750, right through to the latest and greatest mirrorless cameras like this Z6 III. Kind of. See, just like me leaving the lens fact that they're so small and cheap. Again, kind of like me. But it does mean that on the F to Z
Let's see you
adapter,
take a photo. Zooming in with a binocular, zero chance you get a good photo. Even when you zoom in on iPhone, it loses quality the farther you zoom.
Okay. I'll try it one day.
Manual focus only. These older lenses actually relied on a screwdrive system where the motor lived inside the camera. It's crazy to think about, but you know, $50 is $50, right? Put it this way, you could buy this lens and a used Nikon D750 and still have enough money left over to buy a MacBook Air, a remote control car, and a Snickers bar, or this lens. And I know I've been raving about this lens because I genuinely do think it's really great, but what you're saying is, so Hunter, if it's so good, why bother upgrading it? It's not like lenses have changed that much since 2002, right? Well, yeah, actually, they have. And about 20 years after that lens popped out of the factory, this one did. I guess this is kind of a modern equivalent of a nifty 50. This is the Nikkor 50mm f1.4, coming in at around $500. The first thing you'll notice is that it's bigger. That is partially because this lens does have an autofocus motor inside of it, and that autofocus motor is really fast, really accurate, and silent. Autofocus on the AFD lens sounds a little bit like a Honda Accord with the flu. And one of the benefits of this newer lens is that it has full-time manual focus override. So in autofocus, you can just grab this lens and turn the ring and manually take over. Whereas with the older lens, you have to switch to manual focus first. Obviously, the downside to this is that, well, this is a Nikon Z mount lens, and so it doesn't work on my DSLRs or my film cameras, just the Z6 III. That being said, the bigger size and massive focus ring actually improves this lens, at least for me. I just find that the ergonomics of this fit my hands so much better and is more balanced than the kind of awkward and cramped 50mm f1.8. That bigger size, by the way, is not because this lens ate too many pies, and it's also not entirely because of that autofocus motor. It's actually because of something much more important. Do you know what else is extremely important nowadays? Having a place on the internet to share your photography work. What's that? You don't get any like into you for supporting what I do. Now, you might think, haha, Hunter, I know this one already. It's bigger because it needs bigger glass to open up to f1.4. And yeah, that's definitely part of it. But this lens having bigger optics also means it can project a larger image circle. What? Okay, imagine you're looking through a magnifying glass. You don't have to imagine, I've put one in. Now, notice how bang in the middle, it's sharp, but as you get towards the edges, it gets more funky. Right, that's because the light at the edges is getting messed around and bullied a bit more. I'm not a physics YouTuber for a reason. The same thing happens in a lens, so when you make the magnifying glass bigger, the good sharp nice middle bit also gets bigger. That's how this lens can be so sharp, and this is the important bit, even wide open. Yeah, I don't know how the lens nerds figured this one out, but with older lenses like this, there's a big difference between wide open and stopped down a little bit. That loss of quality and contrast was often enough to push me away from shooting with the lens wide open, which changed the way that I shot. But with new lenses, that's just like basically not a problem anymore at all. Like, yeah, it is technically laboratory testing better in the middle of its aperture range, but even wide open, this thing is still so sharp it'll cut you if you look at it wrong. Now, as well as that, on this new, much more modern design, we've unfortunately lost the aperture ring, and we've gained this sort of aperture and also other stuff ring. It's useless because there's no clicks. So it's a gimmick. It's pretty clear to me that there is definitely an advantage to spending $10 per millimeter instead of $1 if you're on the latest Z mount cameras, that is. So why this? Why indeed? I really wanted this lens to shock me, you know? I wanted to be blown away.
Is this the fucking lens that Connor has? Because that's just the one that's $2,000. That's what they're talking about. This shit did look retarded too. This shit did look big.
To love it. No. First of all, ow! It's too heavy. And I'm saying that as the guy who used to shoot street with a gripped D750 and a 24-70 2.8. And before that...
So fucking Connor's out here with this fucking shit, fucking with the fucking 2K lens.
Love it. No. First of all, ow!
Bro, that sucks, dude. Then fucking drop that
It's too heavy. And I'm saying that as the guy who used to shoot street with a gripped D750...
This motherfucker's out there fucking night crawling with this shit.
50 and a 24 to 70 2.8. And before that, I was the guy who shot Streak with
all these other motherfucking angles. See how
an
big this
RB67.
is.
It's so chunky, I was actually getting a little worried about my lens mount. Aside from that, how are the photos? They're fine. Look, here's the thing. This lens isn't designed for me or the photography that I do at the moment. It's designed for commercial work. Hunter, I hear you say.
Commercial work, dude.
Shouldn't the lens being really good for commercial work also make it really good for the artsy-fartsy work
It's
that you do?
insane when Connor zooms and it's still hella clear.
Yeah, it looks good. It's just it sucks that like the quality of like the internet's like pretty bad, so the bitrate's always pretty low. It looks pretty clear, but the bitrate's kind of low sometimes.
No.
Bro needs the fucking Tesla backpack. If he has a Tesla backpack, he'll probably be able to stream in 4K the whole time.
See, one of the things that I really love about the 51.4 and even more about
Let's see. Like the other day, like yesterday, like his show was like fucking effing all day. That show was ass. I don't know why it was just like signals going in and out. I don't know why he switched from Connor to, from fucking iPhone to Android. He has two Androids now, I think.
That's AXN? Yeah, I know. Power
chasing
Zero also
couples.
with a fucking gifted W.
Still so fast, huh? Surprised that's just his line. The fuck you want? What's his life?
No, but you're alright though. We're
What the fuck is going on?
we manipulate her. It is I'm a
What the fuck is this?
He's right. Yo, you don't know what a wetback is?
Korean. Goose.
Thank you.
the 40F2 is character. And I don't mean Helios swirly crazy vintage character, I just mean having a little bit of a look, a little bit of something. I like lenses with modern character, like the 40, but if you're shooting commercials or high-end reproduction work, you do not want any character, like at all. Imagine that you're trying to take high-res reference photos of paintings in an art gallery, and the whole time you've got swirly corners. That's not ideal, and the same thing goes for any work that requires really heavy retouching or VFX work, like, for example, fashion and beauty. In fact, a lot of Nikon's own marketing material for this lens goes on about the high-tech coatings and how accurate the colors are, and that doesn't make this lens better, it just makes it different. As well as that, some of this extra weight is definitely justified. This thing is built like a brick house, and if I dropped it, I would be more worried about my toes than the lens. I really don't mean to upset anybody with this information, but professional photography is basically lens abuse as a sport. When I used to shoot weddings, I would swap lenses and then dump the old one in a bag, loose, with no front cap and no rear cap. No cap. So while I really do appreciate the lightness of the f1.4, I just don't think it would last quite as long if I was using it for work photography and not art photography. And that doesn't mean I'm babying it. I mean, I am a little bit because I have to send this one back when I'm finished, but it's not like I'm not leaving the house with it. Then again, this is part of my job, and so I'm probably a little bit more okay with breaking stuff than maybe you are. So, but that's not all. Gimmicks galore. We've got a control ring, yet again, useless, and a screen. It's the most useless feature I've ever seen on a lens in my life. Yeah, it's really useful for letting you know the aperture you're set to, which you could also see on this screen right next to it, or on this screen, or on this screen. I will admit, I really like the function button, even though I thought I wouldn't, and I wish that all of my lenses had one now. I set mine up so that the camera goes to single point autofocus hold, so that I can basically take over from the autofocus system and focus and recomp like old school style. And look, it is kind of fun shooting WFO at f1.2, and it's also kind of fun playing with that really clean commercial look. I think this lens takes amazing photos. But so does this one, for a quarter of the price. And my wrists stay attached to my body. So yeah, expensive pro lenses are expensive and pro because they're designed for people who need lenses that can take a beating, deliver really clean, consistent, and accurate results, and also for people who probably have a line item on their invoices that says lenses. I will freely admit this, I'm a lens snob. I really like really nice lenses, and I prefer the 1.4. By a lot. But you know what? Since the f1.8 is only 50 bucks, you may as well also get one of those for a bit just to try it, right? I mean, it's not losing any more value, or at least that's how I justified it. The point is this, really, you should 100% try to go into a real shop, I know, crazy, and put these lenses on your camera and walk around the shop with them for a bit and see how they feel to carry before you order one from Amazon based on a sharpness test. And if your budget doesn't quite extend to the 500 bucks that guy commands, it's okay, don't panic, I've got you covered. Watch this video next, where I'll show you my top 5 most underrated and underpriced vintage lenses that you can adapt to any camera. Stay hydrated and create art.
Fire video me. Interesting. Well, it's good to know that at least since Connor got the 2K one, it could take a beating. It says a break. That's good. And the $500 one would for sure break, but it's got character. Nice. I wonder what kind of camera Connor got. If he got a DSLR or if he got a fucking... Oh, what kind of camera he got? I'm surprised he didn't just look at like one of the news ones at that point. Like the big thing, like the fucking Edison news guy. That's just for sure expensive too, bro. It's fucking whatever that bro got.
Their size before I make them.
So there was a he was chasing. I wonder if like the camera too, if these cameras are better in general than a DSLR. I wonder if he has this for a reason compared to like these big ass, because I would assume the battery life on that big ass camera would be better, right? And then I think the lens is also way huger, so it could definitely take in more lighting. The lighting on this is amazing. I think I've seen his setup before. He has a fucking crazy big ass camera, dude. Let's say like types of cameras. Let's see. For like news camera. Camcorder? Is that what they call them?
Need a good ass sensor for night, I think.
Yeah, or maybe it is a lens too. But yeah, he has a fucking camcorder, dude. Huh. Oh yeah, that's not the same shit. Yeah, with the some just go retarded expensive. Oh no, wait. I don't know what that is. Let's see. It's gotta be like some cheap ass Temu camera. Yeah, it's tiny. Fuck. That shit's 4K, dude. Yeah, it's the type of shit this guy's got, no? What the fuck? That's crazy. Yeah, because the quality on his camera is nuts. I don't know which one he's got, but he's got like something like this, and he attaches his phone to it. I wonder if how much better the battery life is compared to like the other shit. CMOS sensor NX.
You might get lucky if they put it on sale or used.
Oh, I know, right? It has internet? Live streaming. HDMI output 2.45 gigahertz live streaming. Huh. God, I should get one of these, dude. Air powered autofocus and AI framing. This is cool. How long is the battery life though? Is it like more like wait, there it is. Yeah, no, this is better than any fucking DSLR bullshit already.
Put one under the sunroof, and when you open the sunroof, it comes out, and from your iPad or laptop, you can move it to focus on the scene.
Fire. What's the difference between both? Z200 and NX800. They kind of look the same. I think one has more buttons. Right? I don't know, I can't tell. Both look the same. 4K. Focusing on 5K. Bro, that's nuts. That's nutty zoom. Wait, was it 50mm zoom? Wait, no, it's even bigger. Bro, that's crazy zoom. What the fuck? 480mm zooms. Bro, that is retarded. Bro, Connor needs this shit. Shit, somebody needs this shit. I call it a multi-camera live streaming. So you can multi-stream. So you can live stream from it? What? Live. PDT1, FP1, and M2 live? What the fuck is but the fact that you control live streaming from it is kind of fire. They're meant to live stream with, dude. This camcorder's sick though. What the fuck? What it seemed like?
Take a look at these two photos. If I asked you to pick the one that was created with the more expensive camera, well, you'd probably have to take a wild guess. So if you can't tell in the final image, how come some cameras cost a couple of $100 whilst others can go for more than $5,000? Let's be fair, right? That's only the camera body. Never mind all of the lenses and all the other accessories that most photographers end up buying. Now, obviously, better camera gear doesn't guarantee better results. That's mostly down to the photographer's skills and their photographic vision. So, what is the difference that makes expensive cameras expensive? Well, there are a couple of reasons why this camera costs much more than this one, but first we've got to face an unpleasant truth. Even though it seems like camera bodies are getting more and more expensive every single year, well, this isn't actually true. Okay, so one of the reasons it seems like camera bodies are getting more and more expensive is because, well, the cheaper models are disappearing. Think back just 10 years ago, every single brand had a bunch of entry-level DSLR cameras under that $500 mark. Today, well, that entire market has shrunk, if not disappeared completely. Why? Well, because smartphones absolutely murdered it. Most people are happy with their phone cameras, and so camera manufacturers stopped making budget-friendly models. The result? Well, it feels like cameras are getting more and more expensive, but this is partly because we don't see those cheaper options anymore. And when you adjust for inflation, things get even crazier. The high resolution and expensive at the time $3,899 Canon 5D SR from 10 years ago, well, when you adjust this price for inflation, that would be around $6,700 in today's money, which is surprisingly close to the price of a brand new high resolution Fujifilm GFX 100 II. That is an absolute beast of a camera today. So inflation plays a big part in this as well. We just don't notice inflation because we're not constantly checking historical camera prices. We might only go to buy a camera every 2, 3, 4 years, and so we don't really notice inflation in this way. This is why flagship cameras seem so absurdly priced right now. Companies are focused on high-end models because that's where the demand is, and inflation has just been crazy over the past few years. Most serious photographers are willing to invest in good gear, and, well, the people who aren't that interested in photography, they just now stick with their phones. So that's the perceived cost of camera bodies, and the fact that with inflation, they've not really changed all that much. But what makes a top-end camera body expensive from the perspective of the parts that's used to build them? If you hold a cheap camera in one hand and a high-end camera body in the other, you're going to feel the difference immediately. Expensive cameras do feel expensive, and that's because they're built to survive, well, almost anything. Take the camera body, for example. Entry-level camera bodies are mostly plastic, and this is fine if you're careful, but if you drop it, as you do in landscape photography, perhaps at the seaside, on top of a rock, well, you'll be shopping for a new one. Professional cameras, on the other hand, They're built using a magnesium alloy, they are weather sealed, and they're built to withstand rain, dust, and I don't think the camera manufacturer would warranty this, and they wouldn't say this within their marketing, but they're kind of built to handle the occasional tragic tumble onto a rock or some concrete. And, well, genuinely, it's incredibly difficult to manufacture something that has to survive all of these different extremes and then the extremes of the elements on top. Cameras have to work in hot and cold climates, but also in slightly wet and miserable environments and incredibly dry environments as well. And then we have the sensor itself, the heart of your camera, which is a masterpiece of engineering and a huge reason why full frame cameras cost so much more than APS-C or Micro Four Thirds cameras. The cost of a camera sensor isn't just the physical size of it, it's more to do with how they are made. Imagine a silicon wafer as a giant round pizza-shaped object. Our camera sensors are rectangle slices that are cut from this larger silicon wafer. The bigger the slice of sensor that you're cutting from your pizza wafer, the fewer of them that you're going to be able to cut, and so you end up with a lot more wastage. Additionally, because a full frame sensor takes up around 3.3 times the space of an APS-C sensor, the defect rate of full frame sensors as they are on this silicon wafer is much higher because of the physical area that they have. It's more likely to have defects within it. So, and well, I'm making these numbers up to visualize this for you, but let's say that we can pull 100 APS-C sensors from one single wafer of silicon. If 5% of them are defective, then we've still got 95 sensors to sell. But for a full frame sensor, if we start with the same sized silicon wafer, we're only going to get 33 sensors in total, and we're probably going to be at a defect rate of 10% or more, and so we just lost another 3 of them. This physical process alone makes a full frame sensor at least 4 times more expensive to produce. So a crop sensor might cost $150, whilst a full frame sensor jumps to $500 or even more. And that's just the manufacturing costs. Once you factor in the margins for the chip manufacturer, that price gap might grow to $600-700 just for the sensor. And if you think full frame is pricey, medium format is a completely different level. With production numbers in the thousands rather than the millions, costs skyrocket even further. That's why you'll see medium format camera bodies pushing $5,000, $10,000, $30,000, because the silicon processing is just so much more demanding. But hey, it's not just the technology that's expensive. Let's take a look at what it takes to innovate in the industry, because if you've got a boring camera that doesn't work very well, no one's going to buy it anyway. This is slightly controversial, but have you ever wondered why your old DSLR camera still takes great photos compared to perhaps your fancy mirrorless camera that you bought and you treated yourself to recently? Well, it's because camera technology tends to improve and move very slowly. It takes camera companies years and millions of dollars to research, test, and tweak every little component before they've made enough progress to release a brand new camera body. Think about autofocus, for example. Older cameras used to take a little bit of time. They'd only have a small number of autofocus points within the viewfinder when you're taking your images. And now with a high-end mirrorless camera, they can track literally a bird's eye as it flies past you mid-flight. This is incredible, but it did take a team of many engineers, probably a decade or more at this point, to perfect the autofocus algorithm to achieve this result. And let me break this down for you with a little bit of data that I got from a anonymous, we'll call him that, an anonymous industry insider. So, market research alone, just figuring out what photographers want from the camera bodies that they're going to buy, can cost anywhere from $20,000 to $50,000. Then there's prototyping the camera body, where engineers create multiple test models, they adjust the design, the electronics, and the build quality, and that step could cost anywhere from $50,000 to $200,000, and that's before they even start sourcing components that would be suitable for a mass-produced product like a camera body. Then when manufacturers manufacturers place bulk orders for premium materials like magnesium alloy or other components needed for weather sealing and high-end processors, well, at this point they're already hundreds of thousands of dollars deep in production costs. And then there's software. There's autofocus systems, image stabilization, and high-speed processing. And all this doesn't appear out of thin air. These coding and firmware development costs can add at least another $250,000 to the bill. So yeah, R&D, research and development for a new camera body, isn't just a small part of the price of an expensive camera, it can be a massive part of it. But even after all of this investment, camera companies aren't making bank on every sale. And that's because they don't sell nearly as many camera units as you probably think that they do. Okay, smartphones sell by the hundreds of millions. Cameras? Well, not even close. If you've ever wondered why iPhones get cutting-edge camera technology before the actual cameras do, this is why. Apple has literally got the budget to develop new sensors, image processors, computational photography tools, because, well, they're gonna sell 1 billion phones that use this technology over the next decade. Canon, Sony, and Nikon, well, they're lucky if they sell a few million bodies in an entire year. And let me give you some real numbers here. In a Nikkei industry report from 2023, Canon sold just over 3.3 million units. In second place, Sony sold around 2 million units, and Nikon followed in third with around 800,000 units. And, well, for context, Apple shipped 77 million iPhones in just the last quarter of 2024. So, for the camera manufacturers, this means small production runs, which means higher costs per unit. And every time that a company designs a new camera, they're then going to factor into the cost of all this new molds, assembly lines, new testing equipment. It goes on and on and on. And because they're selling in much lower numbers, they've then obviously got to price each unit higher to cover their expenses. Never mind the profit, just their own expenses. And this is why camera companies often reuse different parts across different camera models, across different ranges. I don't know if you've ever noticed that some cameras share the same sensor or viewfinder. This isn't because camera manufacturers are lazy, it's because making a brand new sensor or a brand new viewfinder for every single model will very quickly get stupidly expensive. So yeah, where we are right now with camera manufacturing and the photography industry in general, camera manufacturers aren't exactly rolling in cash. But that doesn't mean that they are not spending a fortune to convince you to buy their products. For just 1 second here, imagine that you're the CEO of a camera manufacturer. You've spent millions developing your latest model, you've packed it with cutting edge technology. But here is the problem. No one's gonna buy that camera if they don't know that it exists. And this is where marketing comes in. And marketing for any product, never mind a premium product like a modern mirrorless camera, it can be expensive. And, well, the big camera brands don't just put out a press release and hope for the best. They spend millions upon millions on advertising, influencer partnerships, and brand sponsorships as well. You've seen it, right? Every YouTube photographer suddenly switches to the latest fancy camera when it arrives, and somehow every pro on Instagram is suddenly, all of a sudden, publishing photos from that new camera model. This is called influencer marketing, right? You won't see it on